feeling crazy about it. You like, oh damn, I'm about to tear this shit up. Some new pee, some titties out here. Why? Look you, and then the bitch in there bad. You like, oh my god. So you laying it down, right? And then your girl is getting piped in the room next to you, and she's making sounds you never heard before. Like, how would you feel about that, nigga? Like,
Like
she's like, you hear, but she's like making these crazy sounds you
you're
never.
used to the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and then you
yeah.
hear like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You hitting this shorty like you making love to some brand new pussy. She's over here getting her back blown out by Mustafa and shit.
the Dasi or some
The
shit.
big African dude on the
Manta Musa.
yo, he's that huge African dude that walks around the spot. She picked him. What you doing? You going over there and asking if she alright, or you just continuing your progress?
I mean, we're both doing our own things.
What's the conversation like when
It's
you?
like, are you? It's like you cock blocking your own girl. It's like, damn, why wanted to cock block me? Plot
Yo,
swap me if I'm going in on some bitch.
yo.
It's like you got. It's like
And
I
and
gotta
and
take
then
the
you
L.
and then you try to show them off, so you start hitting this one harder, and it's not working. you
I pull
you
the dildo out.
you breaking this bitch. You at yo? You got toys? You got toys? You got toys? Give me the toys. Give me the toys. I'm gonna stuff everything in every hole I can find. You're gonna make a fucking noise.
No, there was like doing. Oh my god, the beat just goes like weird.
Yo, you saw look. That shit was so hard it just knocked out the whole system. Everything went black and came back on.
Wow,
That shit was so hard it knocked out the whole system.
I look brolic in this shirt for some reason.
This nigga said I look brolic in this shirt.
Shit.
What else you got for him, yo-yos?
Did I play you?
Yeah, I'm a dirty nigga. I'm rolling on a dollar bill.
Did I
Don't
play you
fucking
twerk?
judge me.
Did I play you?
Don't fucking
Did I
judge
play you
me.
twerk that ass?
Do not twerk no ass for me, my nigga.
I didn't say I was gonna twerk ass.
Oh, about to say.
Did I play you twerk?
I don't think I need to smoke. Probably not. I don't think so.
Hey, this is one that has crush on the hook.
I don't. Yeah, you sent me the video. I think you sent me a studio video.
Oh,
Cause in your studio videos, you're playing all this music.
yes. And I put them on my subscribers only on my Instagram.
Oh, so you heard that here right now, right? If you want the exclusive, subscribers only get the exclusive to these tracks.
Not the only fans, the only like subscribers only on Instagram.
Ah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
This one, the one that sounds like this. Bam, 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 bam. And then the crush would come.
Yo, we matching
Yeah,
today.
my dad
Let's
loves
go,
this song.
Crush.
My dad loves this song a lot for some reason.
Of course he would.
I was like,
That's probably a freak on the low. Pause.
should have taken him to that event last night.
That's probably a freak on the low. You should have took him with you.
My dad, if I
You
took
would've
him
took
to
that
that,
nigga yes with you
oh
yesterday.
my god. Shorty looking mad cute, show me what you got.
Show me what you got, champ. Okay. 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 What?
One thighs, it's a 20.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing many.
Yeah.
Got up a few of them. Something new to them. Go off. Show off. On the way down. Say that you want more. Bubble up and down on the double. I'm in trouble.
Twerk, 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 twerk that ass.
Yeah.
Twerk that ass.
Yeah.
Twerk that ass.
That's definitely gonna be a.
My man crush on the track like Spliff Star.
Yep.
You sounded a little bit like Spliff and Busta in there, nigga.
Yep. So, and mind you, the guy that wanted a feature to be the feature on that for that track.
Oh, so that means my man Crush got to get paid though.
Oh no, we're gonna set him up too. Like we're gonna set up his ass gap and all that stuff too.
Yeah, my man, don't stun him, my man. I'll come after you for his money.
Well, I like a guy that stunts on anybody. Anything people stunt me, they try to play me like, oh, like give me all these. This is my feature price for this crap. Like you bugging, you bugging. You know who you are. I'm sorry. Like I respect your crap. You as a rapper and all that stuff, but like for that feature price, you bugging.
I gotta confess something. Yo, Crush, don't come at me, my nigga. Don't come at me, my nigga. But I'm gonna tell the truth here. I'm gonna tell the truth here on the pod. So last week when we went to go see you perform, when I went to go see you perform at Katie's, shout out to Katie, she threw a give back event. We was at Cat's Astoria.
That's just nice.
It was nice. Like I said, we just got to try the food to see what the food looks like. But it was nice. But I'm in the front with Crush, and me and him are telling jokes, and we just got the crowd rolling. They laughing, we roll it, and then Crush comes out with the best joke of the night. Somebody goes, "Yo, you just let this nigga make fun of you like that?" To Crush, and Crush looks at the nigga and goes, "Yeah, that's my brother. He's been doing it all my life." Yo, he got me, son. I was weak. It was so hard, like, not to laugh. These people didn't realize that I was laughing at his white lie. He told everybody that we were brothers, and I've been doing this to him all his life. Yo, that was the best joke of the night. And he looks up at me from a distance, and I'm like, yo, you horrible. And all these people are like, yeah, I get it. Look, the nose. You guys...
They start like making features on each of your faces.
Yo, people are trying to put features together. We ain't even related.
You should have went like he's the older brother. I think I'll go with it.
Yo, that was good. That was good. Shout out to my nigga Crush, yo.
Yeah, Crush.
Word up. You had a dope performance that day too.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely get him out there more musically for 2024. We want him to. I want him to have like at least like an EP. At least have like 4 or 5 songs.
Well, look,
there.
look. This is I've taken. I do the same thing. Like every single person that comes to my studio, I try. I don't like working for niggas. I don't like working for niggas, and it's because, all due respect, not that I don't get nothing out of it, but I don't really, unless I'm getting something out of it, all I'm doing is exercising my mind to help niggas out. When I'm in the studio and I gotta bounce a beat for Seth, when I gotta when recording niggas for free, in your studio, I press up clothing now. So I asked him, you want me to draw you something up real quick? And he wants to make it complicated. Like, nigga, I said I was gonna do you something for free. Why are you making this complicated? Yo, but could you put it this here?
Why you sound so forceful saying it though?
Could you put it this here? Could you?
Oh, like when they start getting
Like
technical
nigga,
with
like
it?
I'm doing this shit already for free. Now you're so in my brain, right? I have to know that I'm helping somebody. That's the way I reconcile with doing things for free. I have to reconcile with I'm helping somebody. So what I did was I started to double down, and now I break, like, say you come to the studio and
You want to do a song?
not even music. Say you want, yo, I like your Koji, or I like your this. Could you help me set it up? Could you help me set up an ASCAP? Could you help me set up a BMI? I mean, people come to me.
I love doing those things for people.
You know what I do now? I give them the laptop and I walk them through. I don't do it for you. I used to sit there and do it. No, I give you the laptop.
Them themselves.
You could do it yourself.
Like, and then it's like, if you want to be really taken seriously as an artist, like, why did you not know these things then?
Well, nigga, sometimes you don't know because you don't know. Let's just call a spade a spade. Like
no. No, I totally understand. Like, okay, you've been doing this. It's like if you've been doing it, like maybe your first, like maybe first album, or like after the first couple songs, it's like, nope, you didn't like really sit there and just go like, damn, how do I actually make money off this? Do I just drop music wherever and just hopefully something hits?
Well, you know what it is too. I think that you don't take it seriously till you start taking it seriously. For an example, I have a friend.
No, I agree with that.
I was giving him free studio time, and I would pound him in the head like, yo, nigga, you got to get these mixed though, because I don't do mixing and mastering, and these songs have good potential, but you're gonna let them sit there. You got to start paying. So now he worked out every time he comes to the studio record, he pays me, but he don't pay me to record. He pays me so I can hold the treasury for him. So the minute he hits $60, $50, we send a song out to get mixed. Guy got 12, 15 songs. They got to be mixed and mastered. Now this week he's coming over to do his BMI. Feel me? Like I have to tell myself I'm helping people in order for me to. I don't like doing shit for free, nigga.
So why don't you learn to mix and master and charge him for that?
I guess I could, but I guess how
That way it speeds up the
It's
process.
another fucking It's another fucking language. Honestly, it's just another language. Not that I can't do it. It's just another
no.
language.
It's not serious until you it's serious.
Well, for me, yeah, but for me, it's like I never wanted or asked to be an engineer. Nigga, I'm just recording you. Keep it moving. Take your lyrics and do what you got to do with them. It's not my job to be an engineer. I was never. This is now. I did it because I wanted to record myself, and I got tired of niggas dubbing me when I wanted to go to the studio. Oh, I'm busy. Or I got tired of the fact it was $60, $50, $70 to be in that studio an hour.
Shout out to 60 and you at home studio is wild.
Nigga. But well, you say that, but I recorded in a goddamn motorhome and it's 50, 60 an hour. And it's fucking awesome quality.
It was like a mobile studio is like a RV type of setup.
Yeah.
That's a lot more interesting than just going to somebody's like.
Well, the RV's
apartment.
bad though because when it rains, you can't record. You hear the rain, you know, like it has its plus and minuses, but I think it all comes down to the person as well. Nigga, half of these artists record sitting down in a chair.
Yep.
Like what's his nigga name? Little Mabu.
Yeah.
Little Mabu, right?
Yeah.
He was showing his studio setup. He took a bunk bed, and he hollowed out the first floor, soundproof studio microphone. So he sleeps on top and records in the bottom of a bunk bed. It's genius.
This is a kid that already comes from money. It's not like he's
Well,
born,
why you think he
born
talks
in
that
the-
shit? Why you think he
They
talks
just-
that shit? I don't fuck with him. But when I see the crowd, what he does to a crowd, you always gotta salute what a person can do to a crowd, even if that crowd is mindless morons. Like, I don't know, and call it what you will. I never brag about taking another nigga's bitch like it was a trophy.
And then it's not like even it's a
Like
chick
it's one
that's
thing
like,
if I fucked your bitch out of spite, even that, I probably fucked your bitch cause she bad. I didn't fuck your bitch in spite that you was in her first. That doesn't make sense for me when niggas do that. Like when niggas be happy about sharing a chick. Like when Lil Baby was saying like fuck the other nigga, let him know we gonna have to share you for the both of us. Like how you okay with she just left slobbing his knob and then she gonna kiss you and slob your knob? We here now? We here now,
the
right?
environment that's hip hop is.
We here now?
That's just hip hop environment.
That's why I don't get it. Like, what do you think about what's her name? Krishan?
Krishan Rock?
Krishan Rock. What you think about Krishan Rock?
Disgusting.
No, don't do that.
But you said, I think,
Yeah? Like, why? Ratchet?
like, she appeals to an audience that's disgusting.
I like blue faces, so I took his baby.
Like, there's nothing appealing to her. It's just straight ratchet, like, single mother music. I mean, she's on milk music. Sorry.
He said single mother music.
Yes. You can't be talking about having values and being a traditional woman and you're a single mother.
I mean,
Like, oh, I'm a Christian. And then it's like you want these type of values for a guy. Like, oh, he gotta be this and this and that. I'm like, but you're the one with the kid, not me.
do you think that she's just damaged goods? Like, yo, just
Look at her. Look at her before and after photos in the past like 3 years.
No, but that's my thing though. Like, I hate agreeing with you so much that when you say this train wreck
Blueface was
theory,
calling Greenface at one point because they thought like
this train wreck theory you have is so right. Like,
it's not a train wreck.
she's a walking train wreck and got famous straight to the top.
She's a walking 9/11 at this point.
Nah, yo, you take care of your shit. I'm not even gonna clown you. You hurt. You hurt, but
She
you need.
looked like the day after 9/11.
Nah, she just
When
needs some
Bush
help.
was right there.
She
Going
just
like,
needs some help. She
We're
just
gonna
needs some
get the
direction.
terrorists.
She just needs some direction. You know what I mean? Like,
There ain't no director. Direction's this way.
it's crazy though. I could definitely see myself on one of those reality shows.
Why don't you? I've
Acted.
been told you a lot.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna pick a nigga like me, B.
They'll definitely pick a nigga.
They ain't
like
gonna
you.
pick a nigga like me,
No,
B.
if you really like,
Look at
you
his face.
really took it seriously.
Look at his face.
I told you, it's only serious if you're serious. Like, look, this is how I feel. Yeah, I can see you on one of those shows.
That's what I was
Acting
telling
a
you about
fool.
rapping too.
I told
before.
you to.
Like,
I told you to do comedy. I've been telling you to do comedy. You can still do comedy.
yeah, nah, you could always do comedy. I don't know. Fucking weird.
Look, you funny in about
Weird space.
90% of
I feel like if I try to be funny, I won't be funny.
No, think of it this way. Look at all the New York
That's
influence.
what's gonna happen. I would have tried to be funny, and
No,
it's
no,
not
no, no,
gonna
no,
work.
no. Look at like 90% of all these New York influencers, what do they all do that's like inherently interesting? Nothing. All they do is like they'll get like sometimes those midgets to do something, or they'll get a bitch with a fat ass, or do something on the train, or do something like where they're like fucking with somebody. Like all you NY influencers are pretty much the same on a different page.
Nigga, he is my guy lately. My guy lately has been on fire, yo. Like
No.
my guy right here.
Like I'm just being honest though.
Yeah, yo.
then-
Can I say it the nigga way? Can
Huh?
I say it?
Go ahead.
Yo, y'all NYC influencers ain't shit. Y'all ain't got nothing on yo-yos. That's what he really saying right now.
Right.
Though.
They don't want to work with me because they know I'll shine them.
Really, people have been declining you lately.
Like I feel it in the air when
Cold shoulder shit.
like I feel it because they'll be like,
Get the
yeah,
fuck out
they'll be
of
like, I want to work with you, let's do something, and then it's like,
Radio silence,
then when I meet them in person, like, yeah, we're gonna do something,
and they keep dubbing you.
and they keep dubbing me, and they'll
Fuck
hit me
outta
up,
here.
and then I was like, but you dropped like about 30 videos, and we meet up, and let's do something. I'm like, I'm free. Just let me know. I always say, just let me know, and I'll do it. This times I took in days off work just to shoot content for an hour.
That's facts. That's facts.
I did it the other day. I left work. Matter of fact, I left work early just to go do some yo-yo stuff.
I mean, but that's the like you just said. If you really want to do it, you're gonna do it. You know what I mean? There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. So you
Yeah.
could tell when these people don't want to work with you because it's not immediate.
Like, and then
There's no conviction there.
another thing I'm starting to see with these NY influencers, they're doing that whole free Palestine from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free type thing. I was like, none of y'all niggas is like that. You just
They ain't really about it. They're just trying to clout chase.
The clout. It's like I could honestly tell who's like really for the fight.
Kosher deals and shit like
Yeah,
that.
like Kosa, that motherfucker went to Tel Aviv. He did shows out there, and they knew who he was. He's for the movement, so I respect him and his whole Israel. So shout out to you, Kosa Dills, for that. Like that's a motherfucker that's serious. Like for he's team Jew, you knocking him out right there. But
My bad.
the
I
other
didn't
dudes
mean
with
to.
the Palestine thing, like
It's not real.
Walking down the street with the sign, like all that stuff. I was like, y'all, it's like y'all doing it one day, and then y'all going to shoot like content for like 4 or 5 days, and then going to find another protest to like be at and stuff. Like,
Yeah, it's not real.
it's not real. It's like I could tell somebody do fight, and then it's like some people have like the audacity to go like, "Oh, you're not here for the move. What side are you against?" Like, I don't know if you feel like the environment where it's like they're trying to make you choose sides and shit.
I learn how small my bubble is on a daily basis. On a daily basis, I learn how small my bubble is. And nobody around my circle gives two flying fucks about anything pertaining to like unless it has something to deal with like bills, Christmas, family.
Like me, when it's like that thing. Where
But you work but you work in the city.
Mm-hmm.
You are amongst people with like when I say my circle's small, I probably talk to maybe a handful of people a day, and that's a lot. I don't really talk to a lot of people a day. You are put in a pot. It's a melting pot. You're in NYC. You have to deal with all these opinions, seeing all these different type of people, groups. You don't see none of that shit.
Like I was literally walking.
That shit's all news for me.
Like I was walking home on Thursday, and you know, like how they have like those free the hostages things, like on some of the posts.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Like I saw somebody was ripping it off.
Ninja, I don't see none of that shit. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, literally, I would only know this is going on because I look at a newspaper, like when I'm going into a store, or I see the news. On a daily basis, nobody is walking around Flushing, Queens, talking about, I'm telling you, I don't see it. I don't see none of it. I don't see it. Personally, I don't see it.
It's because like you're in your own bubble. You're not trying to look for that information.
Nigga, why you think I don't see Ghost? Why you think what people be telling me that shit all the time? Like you never saw a ghost for real? You never? No, nigga. I don't want to see a ghost. You ever thought about that?
To see ghosts.
But you ever thought about that though? You weirdos. Like maybe you see a ghost because you're really trying to see a ghost, so your brain is like, fuck it, give him one, give him a ghost.
Like, so those shows are like history, like Ghost Hunters, International and stuff. It's not real. Yo, motherfuckers believing that they hear sounds.
This is what I'm trying to explain to you. This is what I'm trying to explain. I'm not going into a place with the thought I want to go find a ghost. I feel like when you start thinking like that, when you put your brain in that frequency, if there are ghosts, the motherfuckers smell it. Oh, he wants to see a ghost? Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think about that shit. I don't
Like
walk around with that shit.
your face like trying to bring it together. It's
Nigga,
hilarious.
because that's what
Ooh.
I feel like that's what motherfuckers do. Y'all motherfuckers want to ghost hunt so badly, so the ghosts come after you. Me, I'm not going to Amityville. I'm not going to these
Mentally
fuck.
ill,
I'm not going to these places to
Amityville.
go. Oh yeah,
It's a
this is
deadly
where the
game.
Marilyn Manson murders happen. What are we talking about? Like what?
But it's like, why you want to be
Like,
there?
why would you want to be there? What's so interesting about that?
Somebody got murdered here. Why won't we go to a place where somebody got murdered?
I just saw YouTube the other day, and the guy jumped into a crime boss's mansion, and it was all broken down and shot up, and he's running with the camera, like, and he's, oh my god, there's blood everywhere. I'm like, nigga, why are you in there? There's 50 cal bullet shells. Why are you in there? And then I get it though. People are all adventurous. You got niggas that do this crazy shit, but again, I'm not.
Clickbait
Yo, son, it's like
the
niggas that go
views.
swimming with
for
sharks.
the views.
The niggas that go swimming with sharks. What kind of view do you want to give the world? Like,
You of swimming with sharks.
or fucking playing with lions.
Yeah,
The
playing with
dudes
lions
that
is
have
wild.
pet lions and tigers and shit.
Please, black people, don't do that.
Nah, it'd be
Let the
the
white
it'd be the
people
Indian
stick
niggas.
with it.
It'd be the niggas that tame elephants. See them niggas that tame elephants, bro? They be having pet elephants. What are we talking about here? Like, yo, people got some weird. People got some weird. That's how I know there's frequencies, though, Rich, because there has to be. There got to be frequencies.
Yeah, that has
When
to
you
be.
think about how animals can communicate with each other. Look, we just saw a stray kitten and a new puppy, and the kitten was just like, "Yeah, you're nice. You ain't gonna do shit." You know what I mean?
It hasn't learned what danger.
Exactly. Like, and I feel like some animals, in a sense, they can be trained out of danger.
Oh yeah.
That's why they say pit bulls lay on their back because they're comfortable. They ain't got to worry about nothing.
Yeah, it's like when you kind of ingrain like certain like values and stuff. When you, it's like mothers, it's like when you teach your kids. Sometimes it's not really what you say; it's what you do.
And how you handle your situations.
And it's like if they see that you're mad, kids can like sense when something's wrong with their parents. Like kids,
Yeah.
little kids can see when you're like angry or when you're sad.
That's why they say if there's. That's why they always say I can understand when a couple breaks up even though they have children. I could totally get a divorce even though they have children, like because if there's no love there, if there's no love amongst the two people that are trying to raise new people into this world, those new people, they learn how to maneuver with tainted love. Like, yeah, my mom really never loved my dad, or my dad always used to cheat on my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, that kid grows up, it'd be better off just to split. You fucking split. The kid learns how to develop some tough skin. You know what I'm saying? You live a happy life. The wife lives a happy life. And you guys can, when you are happy people, you can raise happy kids. But if you're bitter with your fucking lover and your other, and you're like, fuck this bitch. Every time you come home, you get drunk, you fuck her up in front of the kids. You know what I'm saying? They seen her pull a knife out on you. Now the kids start to think all this shit. Oh yeah, that's normal. Growing up, I knew a couple. And the way they used to talk to each other was like motherfucker, and just curse, and but yo, it was their love language. They never took it personal. That's the way they talk to each other. I just found it awkward. Feel me? Like, but that's their love language. It worked. They still married. They just had a 20th anniversary not too long ago. You know, so it's like
No, my parents hit 40 years so far.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
next year they're gonna hit 40 because 1984.
That's crazy.
They
I,
won.
I I don't know. 40 years with the same for JJ.
'Cause sometimes
Let's take your parents out of this. Let's just take another couple because I don't want to talk about mom and dad. Let's take another couple. Let's say a couple were together 50 years. You don't think at one point in time within those couples 50 years, one of those two people slipped up?
Yeah. They have.
Or maybe they had one night of some kinky shit and they fucked a friend. You know what I mean? Like they was with Melissa one night and they was like, "Fuck it, honey, let's take Melissa down," and they both took Melissa down and shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't think that that has to happen in a healthy relationship when somebody's together for 50 years? You think it's damn? I guess if they're really in love, like you see my face, right? I'm looking down. I'm trying to. If you're really in love, I guess you don't. I wouldn't even say cheat. You wouldn't have to want to sleep with anybody. I'm just so young-minded still that I'm like, one pussy forever. One pussy forever.
'Cause you gotta remember marriage.
I don't
being
even like
together-
pussy that
being
much,
together
but to
with-
have one forever.
Look, being with one person is a concept. It's like our ancestors were screwing everybody. They were just like having straight out orgies and stuff.
Their own cousins.
They were doing each other.
They were
their own
doing each
family.
other, bro.
They were doing brothers, sister, incest, all that crazy
I'm
stuff.
I'm surprised that that's where it like stopped with like brothers and sisters and cousins because shit, why wouldn't the mother go ahead and fuck a son while you at it? Fuck your son
Rex.
while you at it.
Oedipus Rex.
Like that's yo, you Romans and Greeks and all you motherfuckers is nasty. And I can't even say that. You know why? Because I know a lot of Spanish families that incest runs through the blood. Like it runs through the blood. It's not. Maybe some of it's intentional, but some of it wasn't. Like I know two people that are together and they're like fourth generation cousins. They never knew that till one of them brought each other to a barbecue and another family member was there. Say, "Hey, what you doing here? That's my grandma." "Oh, that's my grandma too." No way.
No way.
I'm serious though. That like, it happens. But to know that you dicking down your first generation cousin,
We're taking so.
you a
different
nasty
direction.
nigga. Yo. You a nasty nigga.
That's gonna be your next viral video.
But no. Honestly though, to think something has to happen that has to be healthy in that relationship. Like that really has to be like your best friend. That really has to be like you really have like I don't know. To be with one person forever just sounds crazy. And then you get the Nick Cannon effect. Got like 9 different baby moms and not 12 different baby moms and like
12 kids.
12 kids. That's the Nick Cannon effect. Great dad. Everybody calls him a great fucking dad.
Actually, recently he said he drops at least $200,000 a year on Disney World for his kids.
That's it.
For all his kids combined.
That's it.
$200K.
That's it. I would think a lot more.
That's what he said. $200K.
I would think a lot more.
But then think about it, it's like
The
that's
fact
still a
of the
bag.
matter
That's still
is-
a bag.
The fact of the matter is,
Like
it's
years.
possible. It's possible without religion. You don't need to, some religions you're allowed to have 2 wives. But then you got that creep nigga that just wants 2 wives. And he uses the religion as a scapegoat. You know there's a creep nigga that definitely does that. Like, it's all right. You can marry me too even though I got a wife. The religion says it's cool. Nick Cannon said, "F all that. I'm going to do the nigga shit. I got enough money to support all of y'all for generations. You want to have my baby?" Yo, he chose those women. Everybody slimes Nick Cannon and makes fun of him. The Nickelodeon dude, Mariah Carey. Everybody slimes him. The Eminem thing. Everybody slimes him. But yo, I think they secretly on the low envy him. They have to envy him. Because most of these niggas got one wife, had to cheat to get another one. Arnold Schwarzenegger effed the maid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wild.
you see what you got to do to get away from what you don't want to be around? Damn, I don't want to be with this bitch no more. So I'm going to cheat. I'm going to do this. I'm going to sleep around, have another kid, infidelity. Nah, Nick Cannon said, yo, hold these. All 12 of you women, hold these. Because what's in my sack is going to have you rich forever. And it's not all about the money because he's a good dad.
Yep.
Yo, he's a good dad. How you have 12 kids with 12 different women and still be able to be a good dad? You know how? Success. You can only do that with money.
And he's very successful.
You can't be a broke nigga. You can't be a broke nigga and have 12 kids with 12 different women. And it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Like, literally, they must all get a monthly stipend. All the women get a monthly stipend. They all must get maybe like $200,000-300K a month, maybe. Anything. Maybe they get $1 million a year total. just to stay here, just for being my baby moms. And not only that, I'm a scumbag, but it is what it is. Yo, not only that, come back on, bitch. Not only that, I think
But
that I think that Nick pays to hit it.
Nick pays to hit it.
I think that
Nah, come on. I don't think he pays to hit
nigga,
it.
not in the way you're thinking. When I say pays to hit it, you thinking like he comes through and pays them $1,000 to have sex with them. No, no, no. That month, that stipend for the year, that $1,000,000, that means I can come through and hit it whenever I want to. You my baby moms. I pay you to be my baby moms. I take care of my kids. They know when I come through at 2 in the morning, you know what I mean? And I'm out. Like, they already know who daddy is. What's the difference? Like, yo, oh man. Yo, you think he bold enough to ask all 12 of those women, minus Mariah? I'm fucking with Mariah. She a little crazy. You don't ask that bitch to do nothing. She'll stab you. I could tell. She got that look in her eyes. Those high cheekbones, they just say crazy. But yo, the other 11 chicks, you don't think that he could have a 12 son with him?
Yeah, he can. He can. I can see it happening for him.
You gonna tell me Nick Cannon couldn't walk up to those chicks, right?
Yeah.
And be like, yo, listen, there's like 40 million on the table over there. We all gonna go on vacation together. Whatever happens on vacation, we gonna keep it that way, right? What? They sitting there like, he a good dad though.
Yeah, because that's also another thing. You never heard any of his kids, any of his baby moms really like go out, speak out against him. Like, oh, he's a bad father. There was probably like one or two or something, but
I bet he. The fact is that niggas can't be a dad. Niggas can't be a dad to one kid. It's hard enough to be a famous dad, celebrity dad to one kid. Look at Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And it's because of her father being so famous. She comes from a famous kid. When you're a famous kid growing up like that, Macaulay Culkin, you know what I mean? Like besides the Michael shit, you know, like when you're
he
famous,
just got a Walk of Fame star.
but when you're a famous kid growing up, your brain's a little fucked up. Your brain can be a little fucked up. And
You know who he's married to? I just realized that.
Oh.
Too. Brenda Song from Disney. You know, you ever seen Sweet Like of Zach and Cody?
maybe
Like the Tipton Hotel.
I'm not a.
Nah,
The most I did with Disney, my nigga, was the old movies like All Dogs Go to Heaven. I love All Dogs Go to Heaven.
You don't watch nothing like from the 2000s.
Nope. Like you figure in 2007, I was supposed to graduate high school. So for the 7 years, if I would have been 18, from like 11, 12, 13, I was finding my identity as a kid. I was trying to fit in. You know, I tried weed at 13, lost my virginity at 13. Fucking like I was trying to find myself. I was living in Brooklyn, and then I got moved over to Queens, and then I got moved over again in Queens, and it was just so hard to like get friends. It was bad. And then all my life I've always been like the girls like me, but dudes didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and because I wasn't cool. Like I felt doofy, but chicks loved it. Chick loved the eyes, you know. They like the little nerd shit. I felt doofy, but niggas be like, niggas a doofball. Niggas like, and I would feel it. I would definitely feel it. Yo, I'll never forget one time. I never forget this broke my heart. Whatever. Yo, I'll never forget one time. I thought one of the cool kids was like waving at me from up the block when I was walking out of school. He was waving past me, my nigga. So I waved back at him, and he was like, and I looked back, and it was a dude behind me. Yo, broke my heart, my nigga. The nigga moved me, told me he didn't wave at me,
Like metaphorically.
and then waved at the other dude. Yeah, me. Yo, middle school wasn't fun for me. Like, it didn't start getting fun till like, I don't even know, bro. I love my friends. Let me just say I love my friends I grew up with in the neighborhood because school wasn't always fun.
Yeah. Nah, I hated middle school. I always got jumped. I was bullied very bad.
Nah, that wasn't my problem.
My problem is I got
My
bullied.
problem is me trying to stick in so hard. I tried too hard to stick in.
High school, like around Junior year, high
Oh no,
school.
high
That's when
school.
things got better.
Yeah, high school. I was running away. You motherfuckers was chasing me out of the fucking. I was getting. Well, I didn't get chased, but like I said, I was like the only Spanish kid amongst the whole fucking. I was crazy. I was listening to Drink Champs, and they had DMC on there. Run DMC. And two of those niggas in Run DMC went to the same high school I went to, Andrew Jackson. Yeah, it's crazy. 50 Cent went there or didn't go. Ja Rule went there. Like, mad niggas went to the high school I went to. So it's like, it's something that I'll take pride in going to that high school. But I will say it was rough for a little light skinned boy like me over there. Yeah, like it's weird. Racism comes in all shapes and sizes. But you would never think you would get racism from the people that have been oppressed. Black people feel like I hate saying the word black people. Dark skinned people feel like they've been oppressed, and they have. They have. Their history says it. But it doesn't give them the right to do it to me or people like me. Like the Spanish people, Spanish people used to get tortured in Andrew Jackson, especially if you didn't speak English. If you didn't speak English, they beef with you. If you spoke English, you had a little bit of a stand your ground law and shit like that. You defend yourself. But yeah, like I'm glad. Like it was rough, but it taught me the other side of things. You know what I mean? And then at the end of the day, when I like speak to some of my friends, they're like, "Nigga, we just fucking with you." That's how some people fuck around. Some people play rough. Some people just genuinely say words to cut your throat and play rough with you and say like, I used to get hate being called little Spanish boy. I used to hate when chicks used to call me little Spanish boy. It would make me feel like what does that mean? Like, what does that mean? Nigga, I'm just a nigga. I'm just a human. I'm a person. Little Spanish boy. I started realizing I was Puerto Rican when I went to that school. As crazy as it sounds. You know what I mean? When I went to that school, I started realizing I was Puerto Rican. I was like, oh, I'm not a nigga. I'm not and I mean that in a sense where it's like the culture that I was trying to adapt. I had a Chinese stepfather. I was raised not to listen to hip hop. Stay away from that shit. I was raised that's all bad for you. So what I do, I wanted to be like that. I wanted to have the baggy clothes, the long t-shirts. I wanted to have all that. They let you know quick, my nigga. It's not about the clothes that is our culture. It's who we are that makes us our culture. And they learned me quick, my nigga. My whole persona and everything changed. That's why when I got kicked out of that school and I came to Flushing, I was able to be myself. Able to be myself when I came to Flushing because I got it all out of my system of trying to be something I wasn't. They learned me. High school, my first high school, they learned me. I almost got jumped a couple times. They learned me. Knife to my neck one time. They learned me. Chased by a pit bull. They learned me. You want to be about this culture, nigga? You're gonna have to take the highs with the lows.
Yeah, I had a knife to my neck one time.
I've had a gun to the side of my head, knife to my neck. The gun was 22-year-old dildo. But yeah, you learn quick what you're about. I'm not my nigga, for Thanksgiving we had stone crab. I bought 2 live crabs. I had to talk to myself, call myself a bitch, talk to myself, and then on top of that, look at the little 12-year-old girl that's next to me, and she's like, "You gonna kill it?" And I'm like, "Damn, I look like it." And I'm trying to crack the crab, right? I'm trying to crack the crab, and I got its claws, and every time I go like that, I hear. I was like, "Oh God, I can't do this. I can't kill this nigga. I feel so bad. Like I feel so bad ripping off his claw." And finally, she's like, "You can't do it." And I was like, "Ah!" And I ripped it off, and I'm like, "Ah!" I threw it in the sink. It's still trying to grab you. But now you feel like a thug. Now I'm over here thugging it. Now I'm murderer. I get the other one. Ah! I ripped both of the claws. His homies in the corner of the sink trying to get me. Like, "You got my brother! You got my brother!" He's trying to chop me up. And then what you got to do with a crab, because they're so big, you have to clean their guts. Because if you cook them with the guts inside, it might taint the meat. So you have to open them. Oh, I think that was the hardest part. I took a knife and you put the knife in his. And we are back, ladies and germs,
Bitches and gentlemen,
fleas and sphinx. So what you think about Hoey getting hoed by NBA? Ho Budden.
Oh, you don't like he goes by Ho Budden now?
He always go like, yo. I don't know about anybody else, but I preferred Joey the rapper.
Hmm.
I like when Joey was coming up rapping. I used to love those fucking freestyles and the what even just the mood music. It was just like the right time. The exposing himself with the things he was going through with the shorties, the ordinary love shit. Who killed hip hop? He has a couple staple songs, just like underground songs that were rocking. You know, at least for the time. That's why. But him as a podcaster, you know, there ain't no controversy sells. Negative, positive, controversy sells. So you look at his career as a podcaster, it's been like up and down from like I'll name this podcast later
Yeah, that's the original.
to having
The,
two of his
the Joe Budden podcast with Rory and Mal.
where Maul lived with him at one point in time. You know, Rory started his Lollapalooza shit and with the like Roy's a music like you had you
Do say producer.
whatever and then you have whatever what the fuck it is. But then you now it's great that he can still maintain growth. Now he got 5 people on a squad.
I think that's too much.
I think it's great. I think it's great. I think they got a good business plan because think about it. Some of the episodes they're doing more Patreons, and from what I understand on the Patreons, they're just more personal with their lives. And what if you're noticing what they're doing with the episodes, they're trying to keep it news. You know what I mean? Like hip hop news. So 5 people with 5 different opinions, and then yeah, sometimes you run into uh you cape by accident. Like say you say something and I didn't agree with it, but if I didn't stop you in that moment while you were saying it, it would look like I'm agreeing with it. So if we're on a platform and there's 5 of us, not everybody can get a chance sometime to be like, nah, that's not what I think. So sometimes I might think, yeah, you're right. Or like, look what just happened with Cam Mason Ford. You know, Ford made allegations that were like way out of line. You know what I mean? And then these niggas politely fired back. They didn't disrespect. They ain't. They politely fired back. So it's like, where's the? At some point in time, you gotta bite the bullet when you're wrong. You know what I mean? You gotta be like, nah, I didn't mean it that way, or it was taken the wrong way. But then there's sometimes where you get like, in my opinion, sometimes Joe pushes the envelope, and I wonder, like, do you think that Joe genuinely doesn't feel like NBA YoungBoy sucks, or do you think that he was told, like, nigga, like, you know what I mean? Chill out, for something bad happens to you.
It could be both. It could be a little of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
What's
like
it? Which one you decide though?
because you gotta remember NBA YoungBoy is in Idaho or Utah, one of those states on
With a
federal charge.
fucking thing on his ankle too,
Yes,
right?
so it's not like he can go anywhere.
Yeah, but it don't have to be him though. It don't. You know, we see, we just saw Hoey get into a fucking fight in a spot, and he shot the one on in the spot due to the stuff that he's been saying about Caesar Pena and all that. So you see, it don't have to be the person that you're talking about. It could be his brother. It could be a homie. Once you could get got by anybody. You know, like the fact of the matter is like I wonder. I really wonder if he backs off after he gets chin checked.
Did he do it with Cameron?
He didn't really get chin checked by Cam though. That wasn't. I don't. From the response I saw when I saw Mason Cam respond to their podcast, in my opinion, that wasn't a chin check. That was just like, relax. You know you got that wrong. But that's that's when I say shit like what I just said. Sometimes when you're in the room with so many people and you don't express how you feel about something, it may seem like you're agreeing with what they're saying. Even though on that pod, these niggas was like, yo, why are you saying underage children? Like, where did that come from? Where do you get this
That's
from?
and I just feel it has to do with the the climate of like how Harlem motherfuckers are when it comes to like those type of allegations. Because as most of my family's from Harlem, the way Cameron is, I got like 20, 30 cousins that are like Cameron that would probably either said worse or done worse than what he was doing.
I mean, the fact of the matter is, to be accused of something you didn't do, and
They
especially,
grew up with him and Mace and like Big L and all them dudes back in the 80s and 90s.
I don't know.
So the way that it was like presented, because it was started like Melissa Ford said that there was like a lot of underage like things going on back in like the early 90s.
Well, that's not how she presented it though.
Mm-hmm.
She, in my opinion, because she said some stupid shit like, not stupid, but she said I watch these shows and sex trafficking is real. If she would have said, see, because while you were saying, I was thinking, I was like, if she would have said like, yo, back in the days, I know those, I've been to a couple of those places, and there was a couple places where I witnessed underage girls, and if it would have been different if you would have put yourself there. But she spoke from a place that she never like witnessed that. You know what I'm saying? She's from Canada. The Harlem lifestyle. You know, and that's another thing too. Lifestyle. You went to a party yesterday, and we was having this conversation in the car. But that lifestyles, yes, there's a big difference between kidnapping somebody and forcing them to fucking do shit. But there are lifestyles where there's fucking sex parties and like dominatrix parties, cosplay parties. There's places where people, yeah, you can go to a freaking brothel. It's not that like
I mean,
far fetched to
even for yesterday, it was like it wasn't like it
set
was.
the stage.
I don't want to set too much of a stage because it was kind of private and.
Okay.
But it was like everything was just open. That's why I kind of also found weird about it.
Good, yeah,
Like
but this is your first time to something like
yeah,
that. Though.
it was like it was nothing private. It was like there was no like, hey, you go to that room and this room, like a brothel setup. It was like everybody was just out in the open, doing whatever they were doing. Like, like me look at it, it's like, damn, they don't even got like if people want to like really like break it down and like really get in there, shouldn't there be at least like room somewhere?
I mean, that probably if you asked, you probably would have got one, maybe.
No, there was no room.
Well, I'm just saying, not there in general. Like in most spots, they probably maybe will have a space like that.
in
Maybe.
hindsight, like prior conversations where there should have been like walls, like like those makeshift walls they have like an ER.
Oh yeah.
There should have been at
even
least
just
that.
screens and shit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
That
there
you
was
could just
screens.
hear the humping.
Yeah, you hear it's like and you're like, the fuck going on in that room over
It'd
there?
be sick though. It'd be sick. You go to a sex club with your girl. Let's just say you go to a sex club with your girl, and you two already got it in. Like, yo, we're both gonna enjoy ourselves. Know what I mean? No whole bar, whatever. We both going home with each other anyway, right? You both agree. And then she goes in. She finds a dude she wants to sleep with. You find a shorty you want to sleep with. You feeling crazy about it. You like, oh damn, I'm about to tear this shit up. Some new pee, some titties out here. Why? Like you, and then the bitch in there bad. You like, oh my god. So you laying it down, right? And then your girl is getting piped in the room next to you, and she's making sounds you never heard before. Like, how would you feel about that, nigga? Like,
yeah.
she's like, you hear, but she's like making these crazy sounds.
Like
You
you're
never.
used to the
Yeah.
you're like
Yeah. You hitting this shorty like you making love to some brand new pussy. She's over here getting her back blown out by Mustafa and shit.
the Dasi or some
The
shit.
big African dude on the.
Mansa Musa.
Yo, he's that huge African dude that walks around the spot. She picked him. What you doing? You going over there and asking if she alright, or you just continuing your progress?
I mean, we're both doing our own things.
What's the conversation like when you?
It's like you cop blocking your own girl. It's like, damn, why the cock block me? Swat me if I'm going in on some bitch.
Yo.
It's like you gotta. It's like
And
take
then
the L.
you try to show them off, so you start hitting this one harder, and it's not working. you
I pull the dildo out.
you breaking this bitch. You got toys. You got toys. You got toys. Give me the toys. Give me the toys. I'm gonna stuff everything in every hole I can find. You're gonna make a fucking noise.
No, there was like whips and stuff like that, but there was no like
I
dildo
wonder
strap
what that
ons.
conversation is though. Going home with your chick now. You know, you in the car. You look at her. She's
She's like, no, not even like just like all relaxed,
smoking a cigarette. Yo,
rolling up. She's
yo.
rolling. She's rolling up. He's like, you've never seen her roll up before. How she know how to roll up? She's like, you're like, where the fuck you learn to roll up?
Yo, yo, she's sitting in the car smoking a bogey, rolling a joint. Oh, hey, you alright, baby? She's like, yeah. Like, hey, what's your old son? She's like, oh, he taught me after I left. Taught you what? How to roll? Oh, how you feeling though? She's like, all right. And you like, yo, I want to sleep with you when we get home. And she's like, I think I'm just gonna relax. Maybe tomorrow.
Had a long night.
Yo, you start piping her again, and she ain't making those noises you heard her make before.
Now, because this shit's so open, she ain't see him making no noises.
Yo, and then she hits you in 4 weeks with the line, Rich. Hey, when we going back there?
When we going back? Where we going back?
What you saying? What you saying to that?
You paying?
Yo, I want a different chick this time. Yo, I want 2 chicks this time. That's the only way to get her back, yo. If your shorty's getting her back blown out by fucking Mustafa and shit, you got you gotta get 2 chicks, nigga. If you don't get 2 chicks,
Get
it's not gonna work.
beat by the Lion King.
Oh my god, yo. That's why I say you really gotta ask
She's
yourself.
she's singing the intro to Lion King in the fucking room next to you.
Yo,
Ah, it's a banger. Maybe
you wake
Chimala.
up in the morning and you hear her singing that shit in the shower. Ah! Yo, what you gonna do with that though? Oh man. All right. What else? What else we got on the docket? What else we got on the docket?
What else has been going on?
Yeah, but I think Whole Button's getting pressed by a lot of niggas. I think his opinions getting them pressed, and I think that in my opinion, and I think that's why he pulls his foot off the gas, but then he steps on in and he puts his, because at the same time as he like don't disrespect people, he'll disrespect people in the same line,
Hmm.
right?
It's like, but
It's a
then
good
if you,
technique. It's
but,
it's it's cool. It's cool, but just deal with the fire.
but and then it's like if you disrespect him, it's like he got what he wanted out of you. He wanted you to disrespect him. He's like,
Oh,
hi.
they definitely, but like I said, they definitely doing their numbers over there. You know what I mean? Like you can't even deny it. They like
I mean, but they're very niche. They're just straight hip
yes,
hop. They're not Joe Rogan level, or they'll never be
yes,
Joe Rogan level.
yes.
But it's like with Gilly and Wallow, they're trying to more diverse. They're not only just doing interviews. They're trying to dabble into like doing festivals and like kind of like some sports stuff. I know with Cameron and Mace, it's strictly just like sports stuff. I think they just signed on like a $30 million deal too.
I think they just signed somebody, right? Yeah, or they just
They got
signed
30.
on.
They got a $38 million deal.
That's crazy. That's beautiful though, yo. Like it's crazy that like there's so much more music that was like made before we got to commercialize, Mason Betha and fucking and fucking Horse and Carrots and like before we got that, there's so much more music they made together in the
Yeah,
streets,
yeah.
freestyling.
It's old interviews of them walking like around the Apollo Theater
Like there's a lot
before
of
Mace
people like
dropped his
that.
album.
Yeah, there's a lot of people like that. But then it seems like after they drop, they disappear.
Yeah,
You get that one album from them, not Cam, but Mace. How many albums Mace got?
he had Harlem
Harlem
World,
World.
Double Up,
Then that's it.
Welcome Back.
Welcome Back was trash though.
That's when he after his spiritual
Yeah,
Christian
yeah,
journey,
yeah.
he went
That's
clean
trash.
after that.
That's trash.
Well, that was like
That-
2004. That's
that
why he
was
hasn't
trash.
dropped since then. And then there was like a couple years back, there was some back and forth between him and Cameron, and then they kind of made friends again, and they squashed it, and now they're making money together.
I fuck with Mace though. Mace
Yeah,
is one
issues
of my
with
favorite
Diddy. He
rappers.
talked about Diddy, but the two he
We
wanted to
can't
buy his
talk about
catalog back.
Voldemort.
Huh?
Can't talk about Voldemort. You say his name, the computer is shaking shit.
You can't talk about that guy.
Poor Diddy, yo.
'Cause he's still going through it. Like a newer
Yo, I've
allegations
been watching.
coming.
I've been deep diving into all the Tupac and documentaries.
There's guards, like the old security guards, like now coming out the woodworks. Like,
No, it wasn't.
like Gene Deal.
What are they saying?
I forgot his name. Something Rogers and
What are they saying?
Who else? He had old bad boy signees like Mark Curry. I was like, I didn't even know who the hell
They're
Mark
saying that
Curry
he
is.
played that he played with buttholes.
They say like he kind of had some inclination. He did some butt stuff from guys.
Yeah, he did butt stuff.
They're implying that he did, and then the freak offs were really freaking off, and they would like trick girls with like bottles, like they'll make sure they drink that bottle. If you're gonna drink from that bottle. The girls they get that bottle. Those are
Oh,
spike ones right
oh
there.
yeah. You got Somali in the drink. You know what I mean? You think Rick Ross just learned that? Pour Somali in the drink.
Yep, you ain't know
You know what I mean? That's the Bill Cosby move. You know what I mean? Bill Cosby a motherfucker.
the Spanish fly.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
What?
at the end of the day, I think the worst part about it is that our like our heroes just become fucking their truths come out. You gotta get your bread and like disappear.
Like you could just appreciate the art and what they contributed. For
They're just
the
human
con-
though.
man, then they're just regular ass.
They're just
motherfuckers.
human. They're just regular people.
I told you, I got my spirits broken when I met few heroes of mine, and I love their
Well,
music.
I never put my hero on a pedestal though.
And, I mean, they weren't even really. I mean, even like they're not really heroes. It's just like the dudes that I
Nah,
like. I like their music enough to want to go see them.
nigga, they fucking they give you a feeling inside when you hear this shit. You feel something.
But as people, some of them are just major league assholes.
No, well, that's what that. But that's look. You catch me on a good day, I'm the same way. No, like I'm an asshole. I'm more of a dick, but I'm an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, it all depends. I really these people can't. Well, that's not the truth, because I feel like
The persona you hear like on records and like from like TVs or interviews and whatever you're doing, it's a different feeling when you meet them in person.
that be fucking me up too, though. When they really are like that, though. When they do really got the chopper. You know, when they really are crazy like they are in the lyrics. That be fucking me up. I'm like,
Like
damn, that nigga, cause you like the lyrics and you like but then you meet and you're like, damn, this is what it takes to be that person. Ah, I'm not chilling with him.
it'll be a dude like, oh, I got a AK-47 on my chest all the time, and then like you meet him and it's like, oh,
Or your man that drives around all the time with a gun
yep.
for no reason. Like, God bless the dead. My man Book used to do that all the time. All the time. Always have a fucking pit. I don't get it. I could get it. When niggas say, yo, you rather have it than not have it. You fucking right. But I don't know, bro. I don't even like, my crazy radar is up like bananas. I don't go near shit, B. I be really in my own bubble. I don't like going near drama, messing with shit. I don't. The worst, like, even cursing somebody out, I pause. I be sitting there like, you're gonna say that. I'm gonna say this. Let me just walk away.
No,
Like,
but nobody walks away sometimes.
I do a lot. I do a lot. Like,
Some people don't walk away.
let me ask your opinion or something. Fuck it. We here now.
Mhm.
I don't know if niggas watch this shit. So I was I'm supposed to be somewhere on Friday. It's supposed to be a group thing. Uh it's not mandatory, but it's something that you show up to. I don't want to show up. I don't want to show up being the fact that I don't feel I don't feel like a it sounds like a sucker shit. I don't feel appreciated. I don't feel like
All right, what was the place you were going to Friday? Like, you don't have to say what it was, but
let's say a dinner. All right?
damn, that we hitting.
You all right?
Yeah, he called me.
Yo, the weed's hitting him now like a Kamehameha. It's just late. All right. So I'm supposed to go to a dinner. I don't want to go to a dinner. I don't feel appreciated.
Okay.
I feel undercut. And I feel like if I go to this dinner, I feel like if I go to this dinner, I'm gonna get drunk and I'm gonna come after everybody's neck. And I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You all right? Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. He's dying. Stand up. No, you gotta stand up.
I can't. I'm dying.
Stand. I'm not giving you mouth to mouth. I don't give a fuck.
You don't have to do that.
I'll call one of your dogs down here. I'll call one of your dogs down here and I have him give. Nah, you'll get right the fuck up. Nah, that should have. I'll have a dog drool in your mouth. You'll be alright.
I threw up all last week.
You know why you coughing like that, right? Eating too much ass. Eating too much ass. That's why you
Oh
coughing.
yes, nigga, shut up.
You do though. You look at
I
your
never asked
face.
him. You got the eating
Look
ass.
at your
You
face.
got the eating ass
You
face.
see the curve in your nose?
You yes.
The curve in your nose got the ass eating curve. You insert right there.
And you know who would know that? Nigga eats ass.
Not true. Not true.
Nigga, one of the most recent viral videos
Not true.
on my page is you talk about eating ass.
No, I said niggas that eat ass after Thanksgiving and that's a big difference, my nigga. You gotta pick a time and place. But I know it be some sucker shit. Cause if she got a nice bubble, sometimes you can't help it. You like she like sometimes you like, damn. Like
No, 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 no.
yo, son.
All right, but
I hope you chicks stay fucking. Yeah, all right. So what do you
you
what do
went
you
to a
suggest
dinner-
I should do?
You went to a dinner where you felt underappreciated.
Yeah, like I've been working all year, and this dinner.
Did they treat you like they say, hey, like how you doing, what you been up to?
There's just no communication.
You're just there. You're just like an object in the room.
I'm just a worked. I'm just a worked object. Yeah, that's how I feel. I wish I could get more detailed, but we gotta be minimalistic because you think I should go or not is really the question. Fuck the details. If you don't want to go somewhere because you want to avoid an issue, that's how I should have worded this whole shit. If you don't want to go somewhere because you want to avoid an issue, because you might be the issue, you know yourself enough, but there's something called integrity. There's something called time and place. But then at the same time, if somebody asks you a question, you should answer it, right? Truthfully.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, that I'm going to get asked these questions and I'm going to have to answer them truthfully. So it's like, should I really go there? Because there's a whole week right now. There's weeks since all these situations occurred where all I needed was a phone call to get some elaboration of what's going on going forward. But instead, I hear XYZ through the grapevine and I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to talk about these things. Since you don't want to call me and talk about these things, because obviously I don't need to know, I don't want to talk about them neither at a dinner. You dig? If I'm gonna go to a dinner, let me eat my fucking dinner, drink my fucking whiskey, Hennessy and shit, go to fuck home. I don't want to be there so you can have a conversation about what, because I know me. I know me. It's still, there's nothing you could say that could make it make sense, really.
So conversations could have happened prior to Friday.
And I have a feeling that they'll try to happen Friday because niggas are drinking, and now it's they feel vulnerable to speak their mind.
They got the courage. They got the little liquid courage.
And that's not to say anybody wouldn't. I could probably call and have a conversation. Be like, yo, what's up? What's up? But I know myself there too. I'm not the boss for a reason. I feel like the boss should do boss things. And boss things is making sure all your employees are correct, straight, taken care of, don't feel a certain way. You know what I mean? Everybody got their own little niche that they're all gonna feel like they want more and XYZ. Everybody feels like that, right?
Yeah.
But
I feel like that sometimes.
But if we took I don't know, when you call a spade, there's a difference between having a union job and not. And when you lie on the side of not and you work for people, you gotta ask for every dollar you can get from them. Cause there's no sunshines at the end of my rainbow. Is what I'm trying to say. There's no sunshines at the end of my rainbow. So it's like, I gotta get it here and now. So part of me feels like, shut the fuck up, suck it up. Because your goal is to get it here and now anyway. And then the other side of me feels like that integrity thing. Like, yo, not gonna be taken advantage of to make the next person millions of dollars. That's just life, right? Like, you're not gonna do
Yeah.
You're not gonna make the next person millions of dollars, and you made 10% of that your entire life.
Not,
Like, yo, bosses. Let me tell you something. Bosses love niggas that'll work 40 years for them off the books.
oh,
Bosses love niggas like y'all. 40 years off the books? They love niggas like y'all.
but it takes
They
that
never
one
had to give you real. Then you got to raise here and there valuation, but you
but-
ain't got. What else you
union,
got?
But there'll be that one nigga like, I want to be union.
What?
There'll be that one nigga that's like, I want to be union.
What? Oh, we don't spell that word over here. Union. Niggas won't unionize you.
Yeah,
You gotta hurt yourself. You gotta hurt yourself at work and then sue them. I'm just saying. You work for a nigga for 40 years, and then the 1 week you hurt yourself, and you're out for 1 week, 2 weeks. Yo, your job could be taken away from you. There's no job security when you work off the books.
Nope.
And 2.2 unemployment's gonna laugh at you.
Oh, there's been some people like my department in particular. We're not union, but there's people there that sometimes get away with the most crazy shit when it comes to like.
Oh, who you
and
telling?
don't get fired.
Nigga, who you telling, nigga? The beast that I see, nigga. There's people at work. There's people at work with that can tell other people suck my dick and still have a job.
I stuck my dick to a boss, a manager.
Yes, suck my dick to a boss and still have a job. But that goes to show you that boss, you get what you pay for as workers. He don't have to put a nigga in the union. He don't have to. Niggas there at work every day. So what? Every now and then he tells a nigga suck my dick. So every now and then, the people on the team can't do the job because they got a doctor's appointment or take care of their mom or go kill a chicken, or it's always something where when somebody calls out, the work falls on other people. Cool, granted. So you know what should happen? Those other people should be taken care of. Because if it was workload for this many people, right? But then that many people took care of it, shouldn't that many people get to split this many people money? This is not union. This is what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand. If I work for your hours, right? I get paid for them, no?
Mhm.
So what are we talking about here? If I work in place of somebody else supposed to be in there, shouldn't you get paid for it?
And when union, you're more reliable. That's why people don't want unions.
See, and this is why
The union's your middleman.
I'm not no cap, just because if it's ever, these are just my opinions, and I'm potting, but it's more the message. Like, don't get stuck in the roller coaster of just getting paid cash from a nigga that owns something. Cause what you're doing is it's just like living in the same apartment for fucking 40 years, and you just paid your landlord's mortgage when you could have bought a house. You could have did that yourself. And it's the same thing. Don't fall into the trap of working for somebody because they paying you cash, not seeing the underlining of what they're really getting overall. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate the position. But at the same time, I don't like being overlooked. And that's why I go out and I make this, that. I don't like being overlooked. I don't like people looking past me because of my social media, because I smoke weed, because I drink, because I chill, because I talk about eating ass, because I joke, because I have fun. I don't like being profiled, and that's what I kind of be feeling. Like, not only from there, but in general, I feel like I've been getting profiled lately because you see this, like, yo. When I send an email, my Koji's there. My Koji got everything on it. What? I gotta take that off now because of this lawyer. What are you talking about? Like, yo, people should be allowed to live their lives and not have to live behind a veil or a cover because how it looks to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck. You were brought up one way, right? You were brought up to put your pants at your waist. You were brought up to be nice, clean. I was brought up to have a beard. I was brought up to have tattoos. I was brought up to have contacts instead of wearing glasses. We all brought up different ways. How you gonna judge a man because he's not like you and you're in a power position because you cut his checks? So if he's not like you, he's not good enough for you. Like that's what I be seeing lately. Like people got this fucking. I've been. That's why I try my hardest, yo, to just silently stick out. Let the work, let the work talk for itself. Feel me? Before I start bitching, complaining, asking for this, asking for that, let my work talk for itself. You know why? Because like fucking
Charge your
like the
features.
Goodfellas line says, when there's no more money in there and you can't pay the guy off and you can't do this, no, you burn the whole fucking place down. So it'd be different. They'll see the impact when the person is no longer there to make the impact. I work hard for a reason. I work hard at home in the studio, pressing shirts, I learning all this shit because like right now I'm doing my Etsy. That takes some time to do an Etsy. Take some time. You gotta take the pictures. You gotta make sure everything's good. You gotta sell your product. You gotta package your product. You gotta have a lot of boxes checked. But I'm taking the time to make an Etsy because I got a lot of shit that I can sell, and I've been slacking on where to sell it. So I'm just gonna make an Etsy store. Boom, right? Yo,
Yep.
if I keep making shit and it hits, that's how you get it. That's how you get it. I refuse to be fucking held back because of judgments, because of my skin color, or because I fucking smoke weed or fucking
Yeah.
drink and chill and listen to hip hop.
Fitting a stereotype.
What?
Fitting a stereotype.
I hate that shit. I hate that shit that people even have one. I hate that shit that the audacity. You know what I mean? The audacity. It's one thing, early in the conversation I brought up my high school days. You know, that wasn't a stereotype. I just witnessed what oppression looked like from the other side of the lens. When you judging somebody and automatically giving them limitations based upon that judgment, that's a stereotype. That's a biased racist stereotype as well. Like, and I just can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't stand when I look at somebody in their eyes and I know that they want to call me a nigga. Like I've lost a job, yo, bro. I had this guy. His name was something Rodney Chamberlain, fucking juice head.
That sounds like a famous person.
Rodney Chamberlain, white guy, about 5'6", 5'7", like 190 though. Solid, solid. Worked real intense guy. Worked with him on the truck for like a week. The boss I was working for went to go work for the MTA. So he was seeing if he could work the MTA and then have some guy, he was to have Rodney run the route. One day we're in a ride and I'm in my phone like this and Rodney's getting checked in. And when he gets checked in, I'm not helping him. Like he's opening the cases and everything. I was in my phone genuinely. And he come and he's like, "The fuck, nigga? Get off the fucking phone. Open the fucking cases." Whoa, 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 whoa. That was a hard ER, buddy. That was a hard ER. Yo, we got into a fucking cursing match right there in the store, and I walked out, quit my job. I call my boss, tell him what occurred. My boss goes, "I gotta let you go, man. I'm sorry."
You got fired.
I got fired for being called a nigger. What kind of shit is that? And that's my point that these people, unfortunately, and that's not a stereotype, it's the truth. They cause white people cause racist tensions and biases just like black people do. Like they cause these things with these stupid stereotypes. Once you stereotype somebody, I feel like you already halfway lost the battle in judgment. Like
You know where he's at today?
I don't want to know, and I hope he don't sees this because he was kind of a big nigga, and I don't want no beef with your big ass fucking juice head. He got fired a week after for cursing out another manager. Like obviously he was the problem, but it's cool. You know what I mean? Like, because then after that, Vinny had to come back. After that, that driver had to come back and run his route because Pepsi wouldn't allow him to be away from his route. And nope. So everybody got their karma, I guess, in the end, whatever it may be. But just the fact, I've witnessed it too, and I'm fucking light skinned. I'm light skinned, bro. You put me in a room full of fucking anybody, I damn near blend in. Give me the right haircut. When you shave all my face off, I look like a pedophile. You know what I mean? When I got no facial hair, you put me in any group, I'm sitting there, you don't even know I'm there. You don't even know I'm there. You cut my hair off, it's just been so long since I had short hair, you don't even know no more. People see the long hair, they see the beard, the baggy clothes. What you want? You want me to come in? You want me to come in styling every day? You want me to walk around styling every day to impress you, schmuck? To impress you? To impress who? To impress who? For what? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, I think this is the only thing you should judge people on. And these two things. Not how they look, like how they think, how they feel, how they care, how they love, how they trust. Like, how you can trust them. Motherfuckers judging motherfuckers because of skin color? Y'all niggas is just stupid. And giving limitations to your friends or your employees because of their fucking... Y'all ain't stupid. Because I'm not like... Because your employees not like y'all, they'll never be nice. Come on. Like I said, I find... As I get older, I start to see more and more of the things I didn't see when I was younger. And it sucks, you know? For kids that grew up in racist settings, that must have sucked. Because I didn't really grow up in a racist setting. A Chinese stepfather. You can't get more weirder than that. The fuck we gonna be racist about when he's calling his own people in the car chink? He's in the car cursing every chink out. You fucking chink! You can't... I'm sitting there 6 years old confused. How you could say that to your own people? That's how I learned racism. It canceled itself out. I didn't get called a nigga till I was 28, 29 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it bothered the shit out of me. So now, when I'm politely still being called a nigga, you want me to go to that dinner? Like, that's what my brain is. Like, you want me to go to that dinner? And that's Gil talking to Gil. Like, Gil, you really gonna do that to yourself, bro? Because you know you. You know you. And to be honest, yeah, I just ain't feeling it. It's like...
Same. You want to go where you're wanted.
I want to go where I'm wanted. I want to go where I'm wanted. I want to go where I'm acknowledged.
But it's like love.
With his love. I don't like... Why would I want to go into a building with people hating or using you? Using you blatantly.
This is your own family at that, right?
What?
This is your own family at that, right?
It's not...
Or a mixed bag of like friends and family.
I don't like... We'll say that for the Patreon. No, I don't like... You know, I don't like getting too personal to say it because these people are great people, and this is just me being curious. I'm talking to you, but I'll be talking to myself as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just curious on what would be the smarter move to do, and am I thinking with my head and my heart at the same time? So in order to get to those negotiations with oneself, one has to have conversations. Fortunately, you right there, somebody to talk to. I've been having this conversation with myself for over a week and a half now, though. I'm like, do I really want to do this? Because if I don't feel up to doing it, then why would I force myself to do it? You know, like, but as a man, you don't always get to choose what you have to do as a man. As a man, you got to stand up and get things done sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to standing up for yourself. Comes to standing up for yourself, you got to take whatever threshold that boundary may push at you. It ain't all gonna be sunshines and fucking rainbows, nigga. That shit's gonna be a hard threshold to get through sometimes. Sometimes it's Mount Everest. Sometimes it's the Great Wall of China. Sometimes it's an immovable object. Sometimes it's Zeus. I think you just stand the Rock, Dwayne Rock Johnson, standing like this, like I'm not moving. But you still gotta go face it. You got David and Goliath. You still gotta throw that stone in the little fucking pouch thingy. And see you can hit that nigga in the eyeball. You still got to get it off. You know, that's where the Gil brain comes in. Like, nigga, you still got to go Friday. Fuck you look like not going Friday. Fuck. Is it worse to live with a demon or is it worse to face the demon? Ask yourself. I ask you. Is it better to live with it or face it? Answer. React.
uh, you have to face the demon.
Gotta face demon, right?
You have to face it.
You gotta face demon, right? You face your demons.
Well,
You face your demons,
I don't have that many demons.
but do you face any of them, or they just be chilling?
Like, I never lived. I mean, I live. I mean, I wouldn't call like regret. I have like regrets, but they're not like things that like prolong and make me feel pain. Or I don't suffer from like the issues I have.
Oh, I do.
That's the difference.
I
Like
do.
I think about them, like damn, maybe if I would
I don't
have gone back.
suffer. Like I ain't saying here. I ain't got fucking lashes on my fucking back, but be hurting my brain. Yeah, I be stressed. Like legitimately, like this month sucks. Yo, happy birthday, uncle. Fucking rest in peace. My uncle died I believe 2019. I believe because it was my sister and then him. My sister was 2018. Shannon was 2017. So he must have been like 2019. Fucking this month sucks. My sister's birthday's this month. My uncle's birthday's this month. Shannon passed away this month. My grandfather, who passed away last year's birthday, was 3 days ago, the 7th. Yeah, that's 4. Yo, like this month super rough. Like it's so hard to be like happy because you think about these people's birthdays and it's not really a birthday. They dead. They ain't here to celebrate. You ain't here to celebrate with them being a year older on this earth.
Do you celebrate death days?
I pour out a little liquor. Yeah. I pour out a little liquor. Shannon's death day is the 20. Well, all the cameras dead. Shannon's death day is the 20 something. Yeah, pour a little liquor. My sister's death day is the 17th of March. I pour a little liquor. You know what I mean? Any death day I remember, or I see him. Yeah, I pour a little liquor. I don't celebrate.
Because we don't. I mean, because I feel like that needs to be more like something too than just people's birth. Also, when people die, like we never really remember when we're born. We don't remember when we're born, but
No.
we do remember when people die.
Yeah. So it should be remembered, right?
Yeah, because it's like from point A to point B, from the moment of birth to the second you're born to the second you die. I feel like the death is more important because that's the time that you were with them the most.
You got a valid
After
point.
they died, before they died.
You got a valid point.
Not before they were born.
Yeah, maybe you should start making that a thing.
Like celebrate, like
It's just gonna be weird.
it's gonna look
In
if
the
you were bad.
beginning, it's gonna be weird for people.
It's like when they do like when Mexicans do like the muerte thing, like when all this
Day of the Dead?
the Day of the Dead thing.
Yeah.
That's to celebrate all the lives of all the dead relatives. People
Yeah,
that
yeah,
any
nah,
time.
yeah, no. I get it. But it's a little freaky with the skeletons and all that and the shit running in the street. It's a little freaky, and that's the problem that when people think about celebrating the dead, they got stereotypes again that you think it's all about that. No, but you could celebrate their life in death. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Like damn, like to have a day where you just like all chill and just reminisce
today-
about all the good times you had with them, even the bad times you had with them. Just something to keep their memories still around.
I woke up sad today. I woke up and I cried today. I heard what song is it? I don't want to play it because I don't want to get fucking kicked off. But I'll tell you, "Tears in Heaven," Eric Clapton.
Oh yeah, that's a tearjerker, man.
Yo, bro, I was laying in
and
bed.
that's based on a true story.
And I know it's his. Yeah, I know. His son, and I was laying there, and I don't know why it just came to me, and I've played the song.
And he sounds like when he's singing it just sounds like he's crying.
I could cry right now thinking about the lyrics. I won't lie. I can cry right now thinking about the lyrics. Like I miss my uncle a lot. I miss everybody, but today being his birthday, his death date is not too far from here. I think he died tomorrow. Yeah, I think he died. And if I'm not mistaken, I love you, uncle. He died like Elvis, my nigga, on the toilet bowl. Overdose. Yeah, on the bowl. You know what I mean? Like,
It's not
You know,
Not
like
pretty sight to die. It's not the
no,
best
no.
place.
Well, it wasn't good for my aunt to find him or nothing like that. I give her that,
I
but
mean, if
but
I'm gonna die, I don't really want to die like that.
I'm gonna tell you something. If you knew this man and his sense of humor, him going out like Elvis was probably very comedic for him. You know what I mean? Like if you knew his sense of humor, sitting on the bowl like that, you know, like at least he was home, at least he wasn't in the streets, and at least he wasn't in jail. He did 23 years in jail, bro. He's 56 years old or something like that. He
And he-
did 23 years in jail, bro.
So his 30s and
Most
40s
of
is
his life,
shot.
most of his life is jail. Most of his life is jail. So for the 1 year that he was out of jail, I had him. I lived with him in Jersey. My aunt allowed me and my cousin allowed me to live with them. And while I lived with them, me and him just got super, 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 super close.
Yeah,
You know, and
I was like with one of my cousins, kind of too.
and then I get 1 year with him, and I leave because Shannon passed away. My sister caught cancer. I leave New Jersey. I come live back over here, and during that time, things just got crazy over there, and he went to a halfway house, came back home, and then did that to his fucking self. You know, but I say it all the time. He taught me I'm too nice. You know, he taught me be a bully. He said, "You want things? Go get them. Demand them. Take them. Don't forcefully take them. Take them the way you can get them. You know, like he told me, I have the ability to get anything I want. Take it the way I know how to get it. Don't do it the wrong way, the way he did it. You know what I mean? Do it the right way. Like yo, I've met Chic Luch, Styles P, DMX. I seen them perform at the Brooklyn Bridge. I was back VIP because he drove the coach buses that they did all the makeup and everything in. So we would go to all the sites, and he would park up and he would bring me with him as his plus one, his worker. You know what I mean? And I met all these people before. Like, yo, he gave me such a great time in Jersey at a time when I needed it. Traveling back and forth for work. Just lost my apartment. Just lost my chick. Fucking, I went from having a two-bedroom apartment to back to living in a room all the way in Jersey. You know what I mean? Just everything fell apart in my life, and again, a savior came to me, and in the form of a man that did 23 years in prison, did drugs, fucking hit
Those-
people with guns, did all this shit. But look what he was for me.
It goes back to the death thing. That son's like to reminisce on. That son talking about.
Well,
Son worthy
that's
talking about.
well, that's why it's here. You know what I mean? That's why I wanted to before we left or anything like that, because we with the two breaks we've been here over like almost an hour and a half. But I really wanted to praise him in death and say thank you. You know what I mean? Thank you for looking out. Thank you for taking care of me when I needed it. You know, like I know if he could have it any other way, he would be with my aunt and my cousin and all that. I know he would want to be with his family and my girl, you know. But
All right, Frederick. My crybaby song is "Fly Like a Bird" by Mariah Carey.
yeah,
Yeah, that's my cry song.
nah, you know my other cry song.
But
My other cry song.
What?
Is it Guns N' Roses? No, it's not Guns N' Roses. It's Pearl Jam. Oh, where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me. She's gone to heaven, so I got to be good. So I can see my baby when I leave this world. What? We was out on a date and my dad. You know that's a remake? I heard the original the other day in a Key Food. And I was like, that's how it's supposed to sound.
Yep.
It's like a 1940s. We were out on a date
Oh, yeah.
in my daddy's
you know,
car.
that blew my mind when I heard like the Beatles on their "Little Help from My Friends."
Okay, yeah.
And then like the original, the guy Eddie, I think is his Vedder song. He's like, "What would you do?"
Yeah,
The one on the Wending Edge.
uh-huh.
I didn't know that was a remake from the Beatles. I was like, "Oh shit!" He just did it more like soulful.
Yeah, man. Fucking thank God for that music that gets made, you know, because
It gets you through.
it got me through this morning. I didn't have the strength to get out of bed, yo. And I woke up at 7 o'clock and I had no strength to get out of bed. I felt so sad. I was like, fuck. I wanted to avoid crying in the shower because I hate that shit. It'd be like I be in the shower. When you cry in the shower, the water just makes the tears flow more. I'm just over here like trying to catch up with the tears in the shower. Like no. So
Like,
like yeah, fuck. So I just
I can't cry in the shower. I gotta cry like
oh nah,
away
nigga.
from. I can't cry like if I'm in like my room and there's nobody in the house. It's like that's the best cries of my life. But when I hear like people walking, even my dogs, I don't even cry in front of my dogs. 'Cause I'd be like
Nah,
embarrassed, like they think something's wrong with me. I feel like they're judging me when I'm crying. Like, well, why isn't it
I
crying? What
got
the fuck is that?
no
Because they don't cry.
problem.
Dogs don't cry.
I got no bullshit. Dogs don't cry.
You ever seen tears come out of a dog's face?
My dog, when you leave the house and he's looking out through the window, put your finger by his little tear duct. Swear to God, it starts to get soaked. Starts to get soaked. He gets really sad.
Remember, every minute you're gone is like 7 minutes.
Oh, you stupid.
So if you're gone like an hour,
You
that's
got
just like
anything
7 hours.
Yo, you got anything going on this week?
What's going on? Oh, next, I just realized. I hope I'm not bugging. I might actually have a show today that I did not realize.
Oh, talk to him. Walk him out.
Hold up. Because I might actually have a show today, and I'm probably going to fucking miss it because I didn't realize it.
No,
Oh, no, it's next week. It's next week. Whew.
you're not gonna miss.
All right, I have a show next week at Safari Restaurant. I don't know where it's at.
Brooklyn, Bronx, New York,
St. Nicholas Avenue.
St. Brooklyn.
I will say Brooklyn. It's next week, and I think that's going to be like my last show for the year. Yeah, pull up. It's in honor of Rob Ayala. He passed away unfortunately earlier this year, on my birthday, which made it kind of worse when I found the news on my birthday that he passed away.
That sucks.
And
Not a dope birthday present.
yeah, and then a month later they had like a ceremonial like wake for him, and it was very beautiful, and I can't wait to his daughter is now running everything. Wait, yeah, he has a young daughter named Tiana that's helped curate and pretty much carry on the legacy of his Fantasy and Color brand, with his wife. So shout out to her for like, reaching out to like the original artists. It was like me, Kent Lucas. That's how we met. Like we met through that circuit, and we were able to like just blossom a dope music friendship. And yeah, and I can't wait for the show. And I'm to honor a very awesome man. So.
That's awesome.
So thank you very much, everybody. This is What's Up, Everybody podcast, and I'm Piggy. That's Gilly, and peace.
Hey, yo.
Okay, peace and love and YOYOS to you all. And now we're gonna say, would you know my name if I saw you in
Heaven.